Wow, you did something right. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to Spiritual Sessions Live with
Debbie Creagh and
Norwood. Yeah. Hey, I hope everybody's weekend, I guess.
it is weekend stuff.
It's the weekend, okay. But I hope everybody's week and weekend went really, really well. I hope it was a great week of manifestations and high vibrations.
Yes.
Yes. So we're not going to stay alone tonight because I have a condition.
Situation.
A situation that I did not manifest, but it popped the hell up. Popped up a little bit. It's going to be all right. So how was your week, Miss Debbie?
The week was very interesting.
Was it?
It was very interesting, and some big manifestations happening that have been a long time coming. But it's quite interesting when you have something that takes time to manifest, that when you finally have it manifested, it's right for you to embrace it and appreciate it. And I think sometimes when you have to wait a while for something, and you might think you're not going to get it, when you get it, then finally and see things fall into place in a way you didn't expect, you appreciate it in a deeper way.
Yeah, you appreciate it in a deeper way. However, sometimes manifestations only come when God and or the universe feels as though it's the proper time.
Yes.
No matter how much we want something or how badly we want something or think that we determine when we're ready for it, in hindsight, when that manifestation comes, we realize we were not been able to have been ready for it when it came. You know? Hey, Sally, our dear producer, say hi to the people.
Hi!
And one of the reasons I wanted to introduce you to Sally right now is because we were just talking very briefly moments ago about manifestations, and sometimes we have the ability to block those manifestations. And I feel as though, in addition to blocking manifestations, we're not trusting the process. So, in angst of when manifestation should occur, a lot of times we don't trust the process of how the universe works. And in our process of not doubting the universe or just having maybe second thoughts or whatever, we tend to do things that actually block the manifestation, right, Sal?
Yeah.
So tell us off camera what your situation was briefly.
So one day this guy came into the hair salon and he said he wanted to buy my car. And it was a second-hand car, and I thought it's really not worth much. Normally I would just say no, but I was thinking, let's see how this goes. So what happened was that I got my car appraised. So it was at the value of 80,000 baht, which I thought was really just scrap money. And then I thought, oh, well, let's just see what this buyer wants to offer. So the buyer was willing to offer it at 100K. So I thought, okay. So, and during the process of this, I was able to meet a car garage person who said that I have a way to fix your car key because of the remote. Normally getting it fixed would cost me like 50 to 60K. But meeting him, I only had to pay 800 baht to get it fixed, which is a big blessing because this remote has been annoying me for the whole year. So I find that by trusting the process, it brings me to other possibilities and blessings. I still haven't closed the deal about what I'm going to do with the car, but I'm going to see how it goes.
So yes, now listen, let me ask you this.
Yes.
When you had the thought, okay, it's not going to be worth much, and had all the negative feelings or the downsides of why this wouldn't work, right?
Yeah.
That sort of was a way of blocking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But here's the deal. Universe has a way of doing things. Do you still have the same car?
Yeah.
You do have the same car. But now you have a car with a working key, right?
Exactly.
So
oh my God.
So which means is that the big manifestation can now happen.
Yeah.
What you manifested in the idea in which you wanted the manifestation can happen.
Yeah.
Because now you have the proper key. Now you can get your 100K dollars.
Yeah.
So what were you talking about regarding your manifestation?
I had a situation that was bothering me and not bringing out the best in me, and it wasn't something that I was enjoying on my journey. Yet, you know, you have certain situations, we have obligations or commitments to something which can make it difficult. You can't see a way out, but I was putting it down. But looking back, now that I have finally received the manifestation, and it was so effortless, wasn't it? It was like really.
I'm trying to act like I don't know the manifestation.
You are part of the manifestation.
Okay, all
You're
right.
part of the
I know
manifestation.
it.
He was the manifestation, one of the manifestation angels involved in. He said to me one day, "I've got a solution. I've got a way out for you." And I, at the time, went, "Oh, okay," because he gave me some things about it, and I said, "Well, I can't do any of those things." So, and then about a month later, you go back in touch with me with more information, and I went, "Oh," and it was solution after solution. So sometimes when we're stuck in something, it can be difficult to sort of turbo boost your emotion when you're feeling stuck, because then you're putting stuck energy out into your manifestation. And I think when I
That's what Sally said. You can't block your that's blocking your manifestation.
So when I finally just said, to hell with it and let go, and just got on with everything, the manifestation came, but in the most perfect way, and it was so smooth and so easy. It was almost shocking.
Well, here's the deal. And I just realized something in this moment, although I've lived it. You can't ask God for something. You can't manifest something and try to control or dictate how that should happen. So if you put it out there, I want to sell my car. Don't deal with the but.
Yeah.
I want to do this thing, or this is what I want to do. But you can't do the but. You can't dictate how that's going to happen. When you trust the process, you trust God, you trust the universe, put it out there and sit back with some popcorn and watch it work.
For me, it was an impatience.
But that's what you can't. That's what we can't.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's
but
what
I wasn't aware of the impatience until I changed my mindset about the thing I was stuck in. I didn't see myself as being stuck anymore. I felt, okay, this is a learning process for me. I'm letting it go, because me trying to manifest actually is blocking it. So then finally, you know, it manifested.
There are time frames on results of manifestation. However, it can be as quick as a day, as quick as a week, as long as a year, or
quick as an hour.
As an hour.
I've had some manifest in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Like really fast.
So for those people who say to you that manifestations can't happen quickly, then they should be punched in their neck because they don't trust. I'm sorry. They don't trust who God and the universe is, because it is omnipotent. That's a good word.
I like that
You
word.
like that word?
I really like that word.
And there is no secret, there is no mystery to the miracles that can happen.
The great thing is when you learn something, I mean, I've been manifesting for quite some time now, and I'm good at it, and I'm teaching it. But I realized this was one thing that I got caught up in, and I learned a lot when I look back. I learned so much that I'm glad that it happened the way that it did, that it happened in divine timing, because there was something I needed to learn about it as well.
Well, without being very specific, I can say, all right, so I've been here for a year and 3 weeks now. When Debbie and I became friends, and we became closer friends now too, and our besties, I realized that she was taking a part of something in her life on a daily that she was miserable with. I saw it. I didn't talk about it initially, but I saw it. And then I created these options for her, as she said earlier. But I think that once you commit to or admit to there being an issue and creating a visual of being outside of it, and it doesn't hurt to have a bestie that's going to support you.
Well, here's the thing as well. It's interesting when you're in something that is not bringing you joy and it's not really your life path. And then something to bring you out of that comes along, and there could be fear because you're in that thing so long. It's like,
It becomes a comfort zone.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
But here's the deal. If you want different things and different results, you've got to do different things. You must. And it's the only way things are going to change. And see, I don't know if I've told you often, but I am so elated and so happy for you to be able to write not a next chapter, a new damn book.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you share with me things that you wanted to do since you're a child.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That now you're embracing.
Yeah.
You know, and you're living your life on your own terms.
Yeah.
And that's what I want I'm reading. I'm saying, hey, Benny. What's up, man, Benny? It's Stan Hopper.
Hi, Benny.
And Gina Holmes says, truly appreciate and have your positive, thank you, and have our positive outlook on life.
Oh.
Yo, here's the thing. There's no choice. There really is no choice. You can either choose to be happy or unhappy. I mean, I guess that's a choice.
Yeah.
For me, there is no choice. And when you live a life of no choice other than being happy or being fulfilled, then you find ways to stay that way.
Yeah.
You find ways to stay in that place. You know, it's almost going back to vibrations. I want to deal with that as well.
Mm-hmm.
When you feel you're in a certain place of your most happiest, and that doesn't mean financial happiness, that doesn't mean relationship happiness, that just means happiness. If you're just sitting in a room on the floor and you go, in this moment, I am happy.
Mm-hmm.
That means you learn how to deal with, eliminate stress. You learn how to not allow it to penetrate.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
when you find that place and you have found that that's the foundation of your existence, you hold on to it for dear life and you do not allow the other things to involve that. That's what minding your business comes.
Yeah. Because when you do all the work on yourself, when you finally get to that place of peace and start to see your manifestations happen as a normal way of life, when you start, if you have enough courage to just let go and let the universe, it becomes the norm, and then you don't want anybody that's going to pull you out of that vibration at all. So you start to become aware of lower vibrations around you, and you're constantly tested by things that will try to pull you back. So you need to be committed on a daily basis to keeping your vibration high.
Exactly. Hey, my sister says, hi, bro. Hi, sister. I love you. Don't think that I don't remember that your birthday was tomorrow here. So you can celebrate too. It's my sister's birthday tomorrow and day after tomorrow and after. I love you, sister. I'm going to contact you as soon as Debbie and I are done. Let's go back to vibrations, because those who don't yet walk spiritually, they don't claim that they walk spiritually, although you are every day, whether you recognize it that way or not. You really are. Vibrations, when you hear the term vibration, don't let it intimidate you, because a vibration is no more than how you feel at a given moment. What is making you feel good? What is making you feel bad? So when you are at your highest point of happiness, that is your highest vibration, your highest level of being. When you are feeling sad, uncomfortable, fearful, anxious, those are low vibrations. And many things take you to a low vibration. Alcohol, drugs, bad environments lower your vibration. Vibration is your happiness. So when you hear vibration, don't think, because you know the voodoo princess over here. So when you hear Debbie talk about vibration, don't be intimidated by that. So when she says don't lower your vibration, don't hang out with Baby and them and the ratchet folks and the people.
Toxic people.
And there you go. Toxic people don't make you feel good, because what are you doing? You're lowering your vibration. And like we say where I'm from, it's not that we're any better, but we know better. So you know better than when you're walking into an environment, right, or living a certain way in a low vibration. So depression is a low vibration. So find where your vibration is, and the higher, but absolute, not higher. Not higher that way. But tap into your high vibration and try to stay there.
Well, our natural state is meant to be a high vibration. But, we have free will, so we are brought up in our environments, and it's passed on to us to have fear-based beliefs. And so when we're growing up, we have to learn, and we're supposed to learn and understand how to actually manage that and not live in fear, to actually learn from fear. And it's supposed to teach us something, but unfortunately we get caught up because we watch other people doing it. But we're actually meant to be at a high vibration. That's meant to be our actual natural state. And that's how you tap into your intuition It's how you tap into the resources for solutions for problems. You're not supposed to need to go to another person and ask for, solutions to your problems. It's actually within you, and if you're at a higher vibration, you're going to be able to access that a lot better as well.
Yeah, what just dawned on me?
Mm-hmm.
What? And this is a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
So let's hypothetically say I'm a guy who am happy when I'm drugging, or happy when I'm in a club all the time, or happy when I'm getting 3 hours of sleep at night. Would my vibration to me then be high? Is that a high vibration for me?
Well,
Or a different vibration for you?
it's a different vibration. It's a different vibration. Yeah. Well, when you have, there's nothing wrong with going out and enjoying yourself.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
But for people,
if I'm a club head, I'm a drug head, I'm an alcohol head, and those are the people that I like being with, and being with people like you or me, does not make me feel good.
Mm-hmm.
So,
they're a lower vibration.
So what makes my vibration, my happy vibration, higher than the negative vibration? Because that's low for them. It's low for us, but maybe it's higher for them. Maybe our vibration higher for them. I know. I'm just playing the advocate.
When people are doing drugs and alcohol,
mm-hmm.
they're creating a certain they're a high. They're creating a certain high through something that's drug induced.
It's induced.
Yeah, drug induced.
A happiness
that's drug
through
induced.
being induced.
Yeah, so that's actually not. It's not an authentic happiness.
Right. So, all right, I got my own answer. So, when people are doing drugs or alcohol or doing things to induce happiness, it's not authentic happiness, which means, and happiness, real happiness, is attached to the high vibration. So,
exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bam! Okay, so the high vibration is really, not the high vibration, but the high vibration is authentic happiness.
Yes.
Authentic
yes.
happiness.
I've had people say to me, I'm a really happy person, but I keep having all these obstacles in the way, and this, and I don't understand, I'm trying to manifest, I don't know much, but I'm really a happy person. This is the thing. A vibration of happiness and joy means that you are motivated, you are excited, you are going. Struggle and motivation cannot coexist. They're completely two different vibrations. Depression and happiness do not coexist. Depression and procrastination and being challenged are generally because you're in a lower vibration. When we are motivated and excited, you're at a high vibration. It's easy for you. You're able to access your manifestation.
Right.
So people have to be really honest when they say, but I'm happy. Well, then why are you struggling?
Right.
There's something that you need to address because there's something bringing your vibration down. And it could just literally be the environment that you're living in or the work that you're in. You might be around other negative people and you're not aware that that's bringing your vibration down. So it's time to be just aware.
It's time to be aware, and it's time to protect your vibration. That means protect your level of happiness at all times.
Yeah.
Let's read this. Gina says, God is never late, which is true, and God can only say no, not right, not now until you are ready. Patience is a blessing.
Yes.
Absolutely
100%
true. So what Gina's saying is God is never late. That's the same thing I was saying. God, universe, same thing, however you want to call it. Never late. And that's why we were saying you cannot ask for manifestation, which is also it's also surrendering to the universe. When you're asking for a manifestation, it's saying, this is what I want, God. This is what I desire, universe. And I'm putting it in your hands. Right?
Yeah.
So you can't do that and then say, but I need it by next week. Or I want it to happen this way.
Yeah.
It does not work like that.
You cannot say how and when you're manifesting. You just expect it to turn up in absolute perfect time for you.
Yep. So vibration. So I just want to tap into that a little bit. So the other thing is Debbie is having, for people in Bangkok, Debbie's having manifestation nights beginning in December.
I'm hoping to have the first on December 12th.
Okay, well, she's shooting for December 12th. Is that a full moon or a new moon?
It's a full moon.
It's a full moon. Okay, so go to her pages, which are spiritual sessions page.
Spiritual sessions, yeah. It's a group and a page. Yeah.
Yep, what? What?
Yeah, where people come along and actually meditate, and you can get to talk to people about.
You meditate at the manifestation?
Absolutely.
I've never been to one. She just told me that they were off the hook, and I have to come.
Well, the thing is, if you're manifesting something and you finish work and you're full of your day and you haven't allowed yourself to bring the vibration back up, because we're all human beings, we're all running around doing things. When you meditate, you're calming the mind and you're bringing your vibration up, and then you put the wishes out. If you're stressed, if you're trying to do it, it's not the same vibration.
Okay, wait, you just made me think about something.
Okay.
About vibration. Now listen, my vibration is amazing, right? And I stay at a certain level at all times.
Mm-hmm.
The funny thing is, when I talked a little earlier about gout, gout is, if you look up gout, if you Google gout, it is like arthritis to the 30th power. And it's been called the king's disease, the rich man's disease. Wines, rich foods, there are other triggers, this, that, and the other. And I've had this since my 20s. Since I became vegan, my gout attacks used to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times a year, and I've trickled down. And since I've been vegan, maybe 1 or 2. In the past year, maybe 1. So the deal is, since Debbie and I have been back from Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, from Africa through yesterday, I've had a drink every day. Maybe 1, maybe 2, nothing crazy.
Yeah, lots of celebration.
Lots of celebration.
A lot of celebration.
No. That's why you should live in the backdrop either, because there's always something to celebrate. But anyway, I'm a person who doesn't really drink. Maybe here and there, whatever. But since Africa, and it's 3 weeks now?
Yeah.
Every single day. And on the weekends, more. When I'm working, when we're working on stage, adrenaline's up, the people want to drink. Just a lot. So, 2 nights ago, I got a gout attack. And I'm like, what is this? My eating hasn't changed. Everything has been the same, except it dawned on me I've been drinking a lot. I looked it up and to see if alcohol was a trigger, and it is. But it has never affected me that way again. But then Debbie looked it up, and from a spiritual side, and we came and that was this morning. You said that,
yes,
right?
I did, yeah.
From a spiritual side, and it said alcohol lowers your vibration. So the odd thing in this for me was, although it did not affect me spiritually, my spiritual vibration, it showed up through, it manifested in my health. So guess what? I won't be drinking for 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
Are you joining me?
Yeah, I'm joining you.
You joining me? Listen, this vibration thing is real, y'all.
Well, when I read this many times before, the origins of alcohol was actually supposed to, the reason it's called spirits is because it's meant to lower your vibration and invite spirits in. So it was meant to be kind of like a poison.
Yeah, I get that, but I mean, yeah, I get part of that. But then all spirits ain't bad spirits. So that's the way they meant it.
That's the way it's meant to. Okay. I read it a few times and it's been said a different way. And I have to say, I do notice that when I am drinking, like we have, as I said, we've been celebrating a lot of different things. I felt I was tired and my energy wasn't up and I didn't have the clarity of thought.
Oh, most certainly.
Yeah, it made a difference for me.
It makes it unclear.
Yeah,
it makes it
unclear and it makes me,
But for me, I said, dog, you cannot do that. We're having a show. Say hi to the people. Hi. So, with me, because I am committed to my work, I'm committed to not letting anything affect what I do on a daily basis or the way I do it. That was the only way universe could say, listen, this right here is not good.
Yeah.
So we're going to shut it down. Which is why I have this gout situation.
Yeah.
That will be going back to actually is since we've been doing this show. Woo! This is much better.
It's your vibration.
But here's the deal, because universe, God is saying to me, you got it.
Now we can take it
You
away.
got it. Now we can take it away.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow, that's amazing. So, Debbie, why don't you tell the people about your website so that you can inform them about your healing services and medium services? And
Yeah,
the
if
things that
you would
do.
like to know about the services that I provide, please go on www.debbiecreagh.com. I will put the website under this video after the show so that you can have a look at what I do.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot. All I do is sing and make me choose on everybody to clap.
But yeah, I think, people have to be ready, and this sounds crazy, you have to actually be ready to make a commitment to yourself for the best life.
Most certainly.
People
Most
say to me, oh, you're living the best life, you look younger, you're happier, and I'm like, yeah, because I got tired of the bullshit. I got tired of people's excuses for behaving a certain way in my life. I got tired of my own excuses to myself. I got tired of things constantly being the same, and I knew there was something better out there for me, and I wanted my life to be the absolute ultimate on a daily basis. And people say to me, but that's not very logical to think you can live a great day every day. Well, actually, you can.
Yes, you can.
You absolutely
Yeah,
can.
you can.
And I have been doing that.
Yes, ma'am.
And as I said, it's only since we have been having the alcohol I've noticed I haven't been my best self. I haven't been feeling
Well, listen.
energetically.
Wait a minute.
the way I want.
What have I been telling you? I'm sorry, guys. This is kind of personal. But what have I been telling you the past 4 days?
That I'm not myself.
And that you're comatose.
Yeah,
Right.
comatose.
Right.
Yeah.
And then today, what did I say?
That I was back to my old self again.
Yep. Recognizing alcohol.
Mhm.
All right. 30 days. 30 days, God. 30 days. I promise. 30 days. So let's talk briefly because we're getting ready to go because I am still on soap for a little bit. Let's talk about the challenge for this month,
Mhm.
which is a random act of kindness. So on Spiritual Sessions Live, and we like to spiritually challenge you to do something in order for you to live your best life, in order for you to get your manifestations through, right?
Yeah.
So what we're challenging you to do every day every day this month is a random act of kindness towards someone and pay it forward. Whether that's opening a door for someone, a stranger, whether that's complimenting people, whether that's buying them a cup of coffee if you're in the coffee line. Just try it and you'll feel really good. I
It does
guarantee
feel really good.
It
And
feels
if you
really good.
don't really know, if you're a very shy person and you don't really know how to do it in a way that's comfortable for you, it's great to set an intention in the morning for whatever it is you're doing for the day. So you can say, please let me be of service to someone today.
Right.
In some
Being
shape,
of service, yeah,
being of
for
service,
sure.
because that's really what it is.
Being of service. Yeah, a random act of kindness is being of service in some form. So yeah, so
And we
random,
always put that in the universe daily, don't we?
every day. I live my life
Yeah, both of us.
of service, but most certainly. And guess what else? It's an insurance policy. You don't even have to be that great of a person, but I guarantee you, it's one hell of an insurance policy. If you put the good stuff out, the good stuff is coming back. So if you put enough good stuff out, even if you're an a-hole sometime, the good stuff is coming back to you.
It feels so
It's amazing.
Good. It
It's
feels
amazing.
so good.
Like I expressed to you today, my goal is to always be of service and do a random act of kindness. But one specific thing that I choose to do living here in Bangkok now as a person who's worked in this industry and celebrated when I first came to Bangkok, not knowing anyone or knowing the music scene here, I was determined and I also trusted the universe that I would land on my feet no matter what. So on my own, despite people saying that they had resources and ways for me to get into the scene here, on my own, I got to the scene to a point where I'm really, really happy now. So I know what it was for me, but I also know the way I walk. So for every person that I see on social media who is trying to break into the scene here, if I see that they're here in the same manner in which I was, but they don't have the thing that I have to go after it. I'm here to assist them. Like I was just telling you today that I read something and the young lady was a singer and whatever, and I reached out to her and invited her to come after listening to her, of course. Invited her to come and be a part of my show this Friday. And I did the same thing 2 weeks ago. So at the end of the day, the karma for me is that it makes me feel really, really good. And then when they realize that someone helped them, then they'll help somebody else, and so on and so on and so on. That insurance policy for me is everything. So I encourage you to challenge yourself to be of service, challenge you to do a random act of kindness and watch it come back to you, as well as make someone else's day or change their life as well.
Because you never know where somebody is at in their life when you meet them.
Exactly.
You don't know what they're going through.
Exactly.
It's the people sometimes that go around smiling, and I know this for a fact from the clients that I have when I shoot in. They're lovely and smiley and bubbly, but they're the ones giving to everybody all the time, and they get overlooked because they're the givers. And it's not the depressed people generally that are the ones that always need it. It's actually the happy or what appear to be happy and jolly. They're the givers. So for them, when they receive something just for the sake of nothing, that means the world. It really does.
Yeah,
So,
But So that's a whole nother show. but you can't give to a point where you cannot give unless you have enough in your arsenal to give. Because you can't give to a point where you're dry.
Yeah.
Because the nature of the beast, unfortunately, is to take. So you have to find that balance in which you're giving. And that's called minding your own business and self-care. That's a whole nother show.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. But listen, guys, we want you to go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel. We're attempting to have 1,000 followers as soon as we can have them on the YouTube channel, 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel, so that we can broadcast live from YouTube. It's a much easier platform. So if you can do us a favor when you sign off, please go to Spiritual Sessions Live and subscribe to the channel. You don't even have to really watch the channel, because we're going to be here for a while before we get 1,000. So you have to watch it. Just subscribe, please.
Go into Spiritual Sessions Live week 6, because we still have that other thing up and people are subscribing to that, and it's a dead page. It still hasn't been taken down. We've got 17 subscribers in that, it's not even on it. So please make it one of the weeks, like week 6 or week 4. Please just go on that one.
If you go on right now, well, not now, Sally, when will this next one be up? Tomorrow?
Day after tomorrow.
Right. But listen, if you just go on Spiritual Sessions Live and look where there's how many subscribers are on this?
36?
36!
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to 1,000?
Yep.
Listen! we need, oh my God. All right, so listen, we need you to go on Spiritual Sessions Live. And where there's 36.
This can be your random act of kindness.
36. 36 is my blessed number. But listen, go to Spiritual Sessions Live where you see 36 subscribers. Make yourself the 37, 38, 39, 40, you know how it goes. And please subscribe to our channel. It would mean a lot. Thank you so much. And we're going to see you next week. Okay. Your day is designed in perfection. Anything that goes against that perfection is a trap. Don't fall for it.